Hi, Cancer. I started this and everything was fine, and then this flew out. Whoops, and I got hung up on the Pisces connection. I started talking about Pisces. So just so you know that this is as far as I got for the last reading, but then I started shuffling and I was all Pisces, Pisces. No. So yeah, there's Pisces featuring strongly again for you, Cancer. Just saying. That was also the Hangman, which means not really being able to have any kind of efficacy or agency over a situation or involving a situation that you're in. Things are just at a standstill. There's no movement, hands off. Things are in limbo because somebody has to make the first move or make that change in order for things to move forward. And nobody is, so we're in limbo. That was also, it could be Pisces, that Hangman. All right, Cancer. Cancer, Cancerians, Cancer. Page of Swords. Yep, there we go. That's all about watching and waiting, but nobody's making the first move. There's no movement forward. This person could be keeping tabs on you online, so just be aware of that. Whatever your online presence or signature is, just be aware that they might be watching, following, lurking, that sort of thing. Okay. All right, so we've got the Queen of Cups here as well, which is you, Cancer. So we got Taurus right here. So, okay. This is the Hierophant also. So we could be, this could be a relationship that had issues with being emotionally connected and open and fair and honest and kind and compassionate and connected to each other. Because right now there is no relationship, really. Things are, it could just be bickering and arguing at best. We got the Queen of Swords here, which would echo that. This is words with cruelty. This could be the bitch card. This could also be somebody just that's very cold towards someone else, or very efficient and organized and independent about even while in a relationship, but just somebody who makes executive decisions with ease. There's no emotion involved here. Could seem like it's kind of cold, but that's when they're at their best, is just executing and organizing, but no emotion. And the Three of Swords, ouch. Two of Swords, ooh, Cancer, I'm sorry. Eight of Cups, yeesh. The World, this is a to be continued card for me. I'm sorry, the Wheel of Fortune, sorry. Justice. So 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm sitting here thinking, oh my God, it's all these major arcana. No, it's only 3 of them. Okay. Lots of swords though. Eesh. All right. So for you, Cancer, why? This is a question of stability versus restriction, of faith restored being things just predicted and controlled. And I think dare I say it, your partner probably views you as someone that was very cold and cutting with your words or interaction, or this was just a passionless connection with you at some point. This could even be the bitch card, male or female, doesn't matter. They might think someone is really kind of ruthless and high maintenance, and it does not look like there is a connection at this time. It looks like they left in heartache or heartbreak, or you did. And there's no communicating at all. We've got things being cut off here. They might even think that you're that histrionic narcissist or something. And we've got this Page of Swords, Two of Swords, and Three of Swords. We've got things being cut off, just cut, and painfully so. There's a lot of anxiety and pain and despair, and it shows them walking away, just wanting no more of this treatment in their mind. And quite simply, why? What were the issues? Why did this happen? What was going on? It could just be very simply that this was a karmic relationship and things just ran its course. That's the very short story. Very short, because everybody's, we're talking, you two were with each other for quite some time. And we got the Wheel of Fortune, we got Justice. We're talking about karma here. And we got Queens. We got 2 Queens. So this could be sincere friendship after a while, right? Because right now, I don't think so. What's this Wheel of Fortune about? This Wheel of Fortune. Nine of Pentacles for that. What's this Justice about? is justice about for Cancer? Wow, okay. Well, okay. I'll explain that in a minute. What's this Hierophant about? This, with what I said earlier, I think that's what was the missing piece here between this committed communal connection and, how they felt about you, because it seemed like there was lacking that compassion, that connectedness, that emotional warmth, that nurturing nature. And they saw you as somebody that was just, cold-hearted and bitchy. And this, again, could be male or female, but it just, their view of you was not of somebody that was open and warm and kind and nurturing. What's this Hierophant about? There again, the issues with the marriage or the communal connection quite possibly could have been the emotional capacity, or the lack of emotional compassion and connectedness and all of that. And it was actually quite cold, or they saw the situation with you as quite just anything but warm and nurturing. Heartache involved, them just feeling like they have no choice but to walk away, feeling cut off from you, feeling like you're not going to give an inch. And I think the lesson here is about, it's going to sound weird, Cancer, but you deserve to be happy. When things have run their course, they've run their course. I know this person has a poor opinion of you, and it may or may not be true. You could be looking at this going, yeah, I was a real jerk to her or him, and, this and that. But this situation's done. And if you're still heartbroken over it, if you're still beating yourself up over it, stop it. Because this was a karmic relationship, a karmic cycle that ended. You deserve to be happy. This may not have been the best resolution, but it might not have worked out the way you wanted it to, but it actually kind of did. And I know that sounds really random and weird, and I'm not trying to sound all new agey and perfect about it, because I don't know everybody's personal situation. But honestly, this is saying things are as it should be, and this is a win-win. So, I mean, it could be saying in order for things to work out, you need to say you're sorry. But no, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. This is about balance being restored, justice being served, and things are as they should be. Conflict resolution, movement forward, the yes card. So both very positive cards for forward movement here. It's not about you beating yourself up. It's not about you feeling guilty. This is their opinion of you. This is why what was going on. Maybe you didn't hear about it. Maybe they didn't talk about it. But I feel like it was almost like, as far as between you two, they saw you as somebody really cold and cut off and just bitchy. Perhaps there was online affairs and it broke their heart. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe this was a relationship online that didn't work out because you two were just two different people and you couldn't there was distance involved. We got the Wheel of Fortune here. It could be that over time things will be balanced and worked out if this was an online relationship. But if this was somebody that you were with, their opinion of you was that you were one way, but then they were also very, shall we say, independent of that. They kind of cut you off. They kind of kept things independent from you. So it's like we got the Nine of Pentacles here and we got the Queen of Swords. So there could be heartbreak on both sides. And I mean, if they look at you as, well, you went cold on me. Well, yeah, because I felt like you were all about whatever you wanted and I had to be the adult. Here you are enjoying all the spoils and whatnot, awesome, but I had to pay the bills. So, you know what I mean? It's like, this is just their version of it. And yeah, I feel like, yeah, you might have been such and such, but maybe you came by it honestly. And I feel like some of you are watching this and beating yourself up over it, but don't. That doesn't serve anything. And things, believe it or not, things are as they should be. You get to move forward. You get to be happy. There doesn't look like there's a whole lot of information sharing between you, but they were just as much at fault as you were. This was something that was, this very well could be a friendship in the future. I mean, we got the two queens here, that means sincere friends, and this is a timing card. This is this is a to be continued card for me. So it's not over yet, but it's not reopening anytime soon. There's hurt feelings on both sides. It's probably why, the cross watchers and you're watching this, but I don't know. I can't blame you. I feel like this was warranted. This is not. I feel like that was warranted. Queen of Swords. Why? Why this Queen of Swords? I get that there was a lack of emotional connection, but why? Why did I think that? Could be Pisces or Cancer. I think they felt like there was too much that they didn't know about you, that all of a sudden they saw you in a new light, or that you kept a lot of things in the dark or hidden from them, that you weren't telling them the truth, that you weren't forthright and being honest, that you were being deceptive, that they feel tricked, they feel on a grand scale. There's questions, just beget more questions. They could feel very much deceived. That's why they have this opinion of you. And they're not taking into account, though, the fact that they kind of wanted things the way they wanted them, and they wanted, I don't think this is about, well, you don't recognize my worth. Okay, in their mind, but you're like, I had to pay the damn bills. I had to do all these other things to keep us afloat or to keep this connection. And yeah, for whatever reason, they have questions. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this is a push-pull between two very independent, headstrong people. And there's both hurt feelings on both sides. This is not going to reconnect anytime soon. And I think they feel like they feel deceived and they feel betrayed. What's this Three of Swords about? Cancer. Swords. Okay, so they definitely felt like there was some duplicitousness regarding money. This could also be that they did not feel there was an issue of stability and security in the relationship. Could be about money. I feel like, honestly, with the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and this right here, I feel like there were issues about money and security in the relationship, and they felt like there was a lot hidden from them. And yet we have them enjoying things and feeling very unto themselves and just really liking the way things are. And then all of a sudden they show up as, well, you were just a jerk and there was so much I didn't know about you, especially about the money. Well, maybe they were spending it all. Maybe that, you know what I mean? There's some kind of issue of stability and security here that they felt like you weren't on the up and up about. But I feel like it was more about they didn't want to have their cookies taken away. I don't know, Cancer. I don't know. What's this Two of Swords about? What's this Two of Swords about? Cutting things off and it being the right thing to do. Maybe they feel they're owed an apology. I don't know. What's this Eight of Cups about? So whatever it is, it's over for them. It doesn't look like there's any chance of reconciliation, unless somebody comes forward and says, see, Cancer, it's like they want an apology in order to reopen negotiations, in order to reopen this stalemate. It's like they want an apology. But I also think that it's right and just to keep this thing, keep things not connected, because I feel like you got somebody here that's kind of a diva, and then you got you over here trying to keep things afloat, and they're thinking, well, you're just such a bitch about things. And it's like, well, I kind of had to be, because somebody had to be the adult, pay the bills. But there's just this disconnect. You two ended up just wanting different things, and I know that simplifies things, but I feel like it really was about someone feeling like someone deceived them or was deceptive, or there was just so much I didn't know about you after all. And it might have involved money. More importantly, it might have involved just security and the trajectory of the relationship moving forward, all of that. This could be someone being heartbroken over, the stability being about a third-party situation. This could be that things were not secure. There were issues of security in the relationship. But I feel like their opinion of you is misguided. I feel like this is kind of very shallow, that they've just kind of chalked it up to, well, you took my cookies away, and I don't want to talk to you anymore unless you come back and say you're sorry. Other than that, I'm done with you. And it's like, it's not that simple. It's not that simple. And so, was there a disconnect of emotions and fairness in the relationship? Quite possibly, because somebody might have been very selfish. Just saying. Maybe this bitch part is warranted. Somebody having to toe the line to make the tough decisions, because maybe this one's busy looking at her falcon and all her medallions. Sorry. All right. Sorry. Okay. All right, for Cancer. these oracle cards end up helping me out because I'm like, what the heck's going on here? And I kind of start to get cranky and salty, and it's like, oh, calm down. Bigger picture, bigger picture. Yay. Okay. So, Cancer, maybe this is about you finally getting some peace and quiet and having things be the way that they want to be. And you get to have balance restored and this happiness and things working out because there's finally peace. You're not having to run around and scurry around and manage everything and make all these decisions while someone gets to stare at the falcon. This is about that perfect moment in time where, you just get to dream and be in that. It's like a spiritual escape. There's the caution that don't stay there. Like you got to come back out of it. Once in a while you got to show up for work and whatnot. But I imagine this speaks to, I think, having so much for so long be in this sort of driver, decision, do mode. And yet now you finally get to have your time be about you. Just saying. I don't know if I want to hear what your person has to say to you. I might get mad, but we'll do it anyway. All right, what would Cancer's person say to them? Because now I'm kind of mad because I'm like, they're kind of selfish. But, okay, what would Cancer's person say to them? What would Cancer's person say to them? I'm a better person because of you. Yeah. Okay, I'll allow that. I was about to get a little testy. But I'm a better person. Yes, you are. I would agree with that. I would, it wasn't all bad. There is benefit to someone being in charge and making those decisions and being at the helm. There's benefit to that. This kind of ability to make decisions and all that leads to stability and security in the end. But both have to be working for it to enjoy it. It can't just be all up to one person. Or guess what? Someone gets a little cranky. They never get their needs met. Cancer. Trust. So, there's issues of trust here. Obviously, if you've got feeling like there's been some duplicity or hiding of this or deceit or whatnot, of course, we're going to have issues of trust. That could have been an issue in the relationship with them. I don't know. Maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree here. I feel like someone was very narrow-minded about this, that they didn't see the bigger picture, that they were kind of just worried about... it's like their focus and what tore this apart for them was issues of security and trust. But why? I mean, we've got it here with the Moon, Nine of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. But why? How are they not getting their needs met? I mean, are they just throwing a pity party and like, until you apologize, it's over, I'm moving on? Well, now wait a minute. Why? That's what the reading's about here. Okay, what else for Cancer? Okay, wow, that's a first. Clouds in the mountain. I don't think I've ever pulled the clouds before on one of these online readings. Yeah, wow. I'll get to that in a minute. Hold on. This, this is so much bigger than you, Cancer. Look at this. We got the clouds, which is, okay, whatever the clouds are floating towards, like if the issues are either on their way out, they were an issue, but they're on the way out, or this is the issue. And we've got clouds, which is the stormy side of things. There's problems, uncertainty in a tumultuous relationship. And what were those problems and uncertainties? Insurmountable challenges. We got the mountain here, which is problems, not moving forward with things, cold indifference. So this, by all intents and purposes, is done. But I gotta know, what's this Nine of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Pentacles about? Because was this person just petty? I mean, we have petty here. This is petty. So is this person just basically throwing a tantrum because they got their cookies taken away because someone had to be in charge and make decisions and they accuse you of being duplicitous? What's this Nine of Pentacles about? Again, about strength and trust and pride and someone being... This is probably about someone being materialistic and stubborn. I don't mean to throw your person under the bus. I'm just saying for perspective, just try this on. You might feel like, gosh, I was such a bitch, and you might be beating yourself up. But honestly, this is about someone kind of being under themselves. And if we're looking at why it ended, it could be that someone was staunchly under themselves. They were stubborn. This could be somebody that was quite materialistic. Okay, and this speaks to a karmic relationship that ran its course. this was not the right time for it. I'm not even sure this is going to pick back up because we've got insurmountable obstacles here. But it was a karmic relationship that didn't have a strong foundation because you two were like ended up being two ships passing in the night. This person wanted one thing, kind of narrow, and you saw the bigger picture, but you had to be in that. You don't want to live there all the time. But you didn't get a chance to enjoy this side of it because you always had to be in charge of providing it. And yet they had the audacity to accuse you of being duplicitous, or there was just so much I didn't know about you. I don't trust you. Well, I have a problem with it. I'll shut up because we're going on 20 minutes here. This eventually is going to be about your situation. I get it. It's general. I think I have a problem with this because it's like, you're not being fair. Like, somebody had to make the decision, but who am I arguing with? Shutting up. Jeez Louise. Cancer, I hope this was helpful. I hope it did answer questions. I think I just have a problem with the fairness of it. I feel like they're being short-sighted, but it's not for you to go and fix and try to convince them otherwise. Maybe you've tried, and that's why you're watching this, because you're like, is it just me? It's like, no, it's not just you. They were kind of being short-sighted about things. You were doing what you had to do, and they don't see it that way. That's the bottom line. That's why, honestly. You did what you had to do. You get to be happy. You did nothing wrong. Things are as they should be. You get to be happy. Stop beating yourself up. I'm going to shut up because I'm sitting here wanting to beat a, why? Well, that's why. They're narrow-minded, perhaps, not seeing the bigger picture, and you get to be happy. No more guilt. No more guilt. All right, I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading, and I hope it answered some questions and offered some validation or confirmation. Okay, thank you for stopping by. Take care.